Detroit Lions. And when it's football season, I love to say we days with Michigan Wolverines and on Sundays with Detroit Lions. But I would like to finally expand on this hiring of Michigan. Salute to Kyle Whittingham for becoming the new coach of the University of Michigan. No, he was not my first choice. I wanted them to go and check out Jed Fish or somebody like that, or maybe Alabama. But after doing my due diligence, I knew about Kyle Whittingham, but I really didn't know about Kyle Whittingham. So I did my research, and the guy has a very, very good record. It's like 68% winning percentage. I believe, don't quote me, but he's like 177 and like 66 or something like that at 21 seasons at the University of Utah, which is amazing. He helped get Utah into the Pac-12. He did have that undefeated season. I think it goes back in 2008. He's been the coach for 21 years at one school. So that's one thing about building a program is he was at one school for 21 years. So what does that speak? It speaks high volumes. And it was key for Michigan to get this coach right now. Why? Because you want to get coaches before the portal opens, right? You want to get coaches before everybody else, before the bowl games are over. You want to get your coach locked in and not be behind the eight ball like Michigan was when they hired Sharon Moore. Now, even though we know now that hiring Sharon Moore was part of Jim there. Kyle Whittingham, he's a very good coach. One thing that Utah was, they were like the Michigan of the Pac-12. They controlled the trenches, they controlled the line of scrimmage, and I think that fits like a glove. Yo, what's up? Goku boy 866. Okay, Goku boy 746. What's up, man? What's going on? I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm excited about Kyle Whittingham being the coach of the University of Michigan. Hey, what's up, Santiago Gonzalez? What's going on? I'm just happy because Kyle Whittingham's teams control the trenches. Okay, and you know what's one big key to controlling the trenches? It's the Polynesian culture. Okay. Hey, like and sub. Thank you, man. Hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But look, Kyle Whittingham has the Polynesian culture. Okay, he has them. All right, he has them, and no, that's a big key. If you want to really control the trenches, you have to have a heartbeat on the Polynesian culture. Okay, and he does that. He has that. So that is one aspect that he will bring to the trenches for Michigan. Okay, he will bring that to Michigan. He will bring the Polynesian culture to the University of Michigan, and if we all know Panay Sewell, Polynesian, right? We all like that's what it is. Jordan Mailata, you know what I'm saying? Those, I mean, that is big. It's like the Michigan of the West. Okay, they control the trenches, they control the line of scrimmage. Yes, man, get 100 likes, man. 100 likes, man. Let's do this, man. I'm now Kyle Whittingham had to grow on me. I really did accept it wholeheartedly until I did my research. And I'm 17 and I play for my school NFL. That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm actually a defensive line coach, high school varsity defensive line coach. Um, I help out with the O line too, but I specialize in defensive line. So hey, that's we kind of in the same thing, man. But you know what, I think the only downside I could see Winningham is the fact that he is 66 years old. So you know that he's probably only going to play out one contract. So that means Michigan's going to have to get his successor in there now. Like he's going to have to be grooming his successor now. Instead of, oh, you play quarterback, okay. Are you a drop back passer? Are you a spread quarterback? Do you like to play quarterback? Are you like kind of a read option quarterback? Spread eye the gun, spread them out, play the numbers game. Cause I hate those type of teams. No, cause we're not that type of team, and those type of teams are the hardest to defend. The thing is, they like to get you out in space and just and go, man. They zone block, they get you in space, and then they just go. And yeah, it's hard to play you guys, man. So if you are an option quarterback, what's up, Drizzy Drew 67? What's going on, man? I'm here to talk about Kyle Whittingham becoming the new coach of the University of Michigan. Just to recap a little bit of what I said, Kyle Whittingham, I think, wasn't all for it at first. I wanted them possibly to go to the NFL ranks, but Kyle Whittingham, he was the Michigan 12. Okay, he's a dominating. We got to dominate the trenches type of guy. And one key to that, as I said earlier, was he has a heartbeat on the pulse of the Polynesian culture. And Polynesian, like Panay Sewell's Polynesian, that having a pulse on, or excuse me, having his hand on the pulse of that culture will be key. Bringing that to Michigan, that is one thing that Michigan has not really tapped into. But that's something that Kyle Whittingham can tap into, because I do believe that the Polynesian culture will follow Kyle Whittingham to Michigan. So I'm hoping, because you have your heart, you have a pulse on the Polynesian culture, you will win the trenches. I guarantee it. But yeah, man, I think his number one job after he is hired is to retain people. Is to retain his stars. I think one thing that would be a downfall too, hopefully not too bad, is his ability to recruit on a large scale. Like, he's never had a team like Michigan, okay, that just has unlimited resources, right? He's never had that. All right, he's at Utah. Hello, Poras Senji. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but yeah, man, he's never had that. So that will be something, like he can go get anybody from anywhere, and I don't think he had that at Utah. So but yeah, man, I think he will be a good hire. The only knock on it, like I said, is his age. I don't think he'll be able to be the coach past this 5-year contract. So yeah, man, but he's a coach that believes in the trenches. He believes in the trenches, and that's one thing that Michigan prides itself on, is the trenches. I think they'll fit like a glove. Who do you think is going to be the Super Bowl, and who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? Man, the Super Bowl is so wide open, man. Mm, mm. Honestly, man, that's a good question. Honestly, probably the Rams. Probably the Rams. Um, if Devontae Adams is healthy for the playoffs, then probably the Rams. I think the LA Rams will win the Super Bowl. They have the most experience. They have young, talented roster on defense. They got weapons everywhere. I think the Rams. Yeah, man. And me, I know, I don't know if y'all see it, but I'm the Wolf Lion. So it's everything Michigan, everything Detroit Lions. So I know about Matt Stafford. I think I think Matt Stafford is probably the best quarterback back out right now, and I would put my money on Matt Stafford. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Michigan. I think Michigan got the right guy. The only thing is that Michigan is gonna have to get his successor in. I'm so sorry, man. My condolences to you. Man, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I had a family member, a couple family members who were lost the battle to cancer. So I feel you, man. Yeah, man. Like, God bless you, man. God be with you, man. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, man. Like I was saying, man, I think they have the right guy. I just think that they're gonna have to get their successor in right now. What's up, Star Lamp? Um, I just don't think that Michigan can afford to go through this same thing in 5 years. Okay, because Kyle Whittingham is 66. So he'll probably play out his contract, but at the end of the contract, he'll be 71. So you'll have to have his successor in. Like he has to hire his successor on the coaching staff. Um, so but with that being said, man, Kyle Whittingham, I think it fits like a glove. He likes to control the trenches. He is a power football team. He has a heartbeat on the pulse of the Polynesian. Um, Man, yeah, that's rough, man. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, man. But hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, um, and tell me in the comment section what do you think about the hiring of Kyle Whittingham. Do you think he'll be successful? Do you think he will be let me know, man. Let me know what it is, man. I think Michigan got their guy, man. I think he's a good hire, and I'm positive about it. Yeah, man. But yeah. Sorry about that, Goku. Uh, yeah, man. It's rough, man. But I'm the Wolverine coach, Mike Jones. Peace.